Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. A chance to check out Virginia's upcoming schedule. On Monday, then on Wednesday.
And for that game against Arizona, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Now the opening lineup for Virginia. We've got Jackson, and it's Gafford in at the 1 spot. At this early stage of the season, what do you think are the most important things for teams to focus on, Legs?
Well, I think familiarity with new teammates. So you're trying to find that rhythm and flow on both ends of the floor. There's no substitute for real in-game reps, which they're getting now. And ideally, if you can win some games early, it builds confidence.
Pass to West. It's good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Pass to McCullough. Beyond the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Virginia with the ball. To the left side wing. Now Edwards. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's the break. Here's Oakley. Oh, get you some! Nice.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's West. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Adrian. Nice move. McCullough pulls it in. Here's Oakley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. To the wing on the left. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
So it's the home team now. It's a 3-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Virginia this year.
Talent-wise, they've got the upper hand. I mean, they won every matchup between these teams last year. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Barrett's checked in for Virginia. Here's Oden. Pass to McCullough. Jacks up a 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
For Virginia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Right wing, pass to World Peace. Brooks outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Virginia making a change here. Barrett's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Brooks against Wagner. Here's Oakley. Knocks it down from distance. Oakley's got 7 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
It's stolen away. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. And the basket is good. Oakley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost. .103 left to play in the first.
And here is Barrett. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Fires from deep. A nice shot by Oakley. 12 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Barrett. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. They lead by 13. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
They've got Wagner, and it's McCulloch in at center. And for Virginia, we've got Jackson, and it's Anderson in at small forward. Pass to Barrett. Oh, deflected. Here's Brooks. Barrett passes to Brooks. Here's Oden. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Barrett passes to Brooks. Back to Barrett. Pass to Brooks. Some nice ball movement by Virginia. Back to Barrett. Oh, from deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Drawn a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Wagner for 3. Drops in the 3. Wagner's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Wagner with it. Jackson in his pocket. And they're on the run. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Here we go. Here's Oden. And he makes it. Oden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their defense is getting beat up the floor, and no adjustments have been made at all.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Pass to Jackson. Takes it inside. Good work there as it goes.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The home team calls timeout.
Oh boy, throughout the game, they got after it defensively and forced a lot of turnovers too.
They prevented their opponent from ever getting into a comfort zone. They were just very disruptive.
Jackson for three. He buries it from three. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's West. He's guarded by Gafford. Down low. And they're pushing it up. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to West. Out to the wing. Here's Anderson. Again, Virginia. Gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Puts up a 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Battles checked in for Virginia. Brooks outside. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of this game. Virginia again missing.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Well, that happens sometimes. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
.40 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Takes a 3. Virginia again missing. Gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Now Ibaka. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. Ibaka's got 7 points for the quarter.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the home team. They started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in that first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We've got Jackson. And it's Oakley in at the shooting guard position. Pass to McCulloch. Let's go with a 3. And the three-pointer goes. McCulloch's got 12 points in the game.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
And for Virginia, and it's Adrian in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Anderson. From 18 feet away. Unable to get that one.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Gafford passes to Jackson. Counted. 7 points in the game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases. Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Gone 3 of 3 in this second half. For 3, Gafford sinks it from distance.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Some nice ball movement by Virginia. Pass to Adrian. Here's West. No points so far. Over Gafford. Adrian. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Pass to McCulloch. Lots of room. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Adrian. Knocked loose. Wide open to the hoop for the finish. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. There's a screen. Defended by Jackson. Clock at 4. Virginia needs to get off a shot. Hickson with a rebound. Gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. To the left wing. All alone. Buries the jump shot. Oakley's got 14 points.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
50 seconds left in the third. Pass to West. Defended by Jackson. McCulloch pulls it in.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. McCulloch's got 8 points in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Wagner, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. Pass to West. Here's Novak. Fires the 3, hits the three-pointer. West has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
Pass to Novak, the 3-ball. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Wagner outside. Nails it from 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Novak. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be... Oh, man!
Look out below!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And here they come. Pass to Hickson. To the wing, right side. And the basket by Mack.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Novak. Some nice ball movement by Virginia. Virginia again missing.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Mack. Here's Hickson from outside the arc. Deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the jam by Ibaka.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Virginia's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. They still need this on target from range.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Wagner outside. Pass to Hickson. Out to the right wing. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Oh, they pick off the pass. Blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to West. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Wagner on the wing. Here's Hickson. Ibaka down low. Here's Mack. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mack's got 6 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And Edwards slams it in.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Pass to Mack. To the right side. And here's Wagner. Here's Oden. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot on.
It's your boy P City right here.
Welcome everyone to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. So the Wolverines starting five. Paxson is out there with Russell. And it's Rose. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Booker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We've got Oakley. Jackson is out there at McCulloch. And it's Gafford in at the point. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. Here we go. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Rose. Outside, Adebayo. Rebounded by Gafford. Pass to McCulloch. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Adebayo passes to Russell. Rose kicks to Russell. And here's Booker. Outside Rose. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Adebayo against Gafford. Pass to McCulloch. Launches it, and he's good on the three ball. McCulloch's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Rose looking around. And here's Adebayo outside. And the Wolverines another 3.
Adebayo stretching his range, able to connect there.
Gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Jackson dishes to McCulloch. Back to Jackson. Pass to McCulloch. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. He's got 9.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Gafford, bounce pass. McCulloch with the basket.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Wolverines. Trailing by 4.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Then it's checked in for the Wolverines. Howard comes in for Rose. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Adebayo kicks to Howard. Down low, and they're pushing it up. And it's good, 2 points. Hickson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
.130 left in the first quarter. Up top, Adebayo, defended by Oakley. Adebayo against Oakley. With the step back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. It's stolen by Hickson. And here we go. Wagner heading to the hoop.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here is Jeffries. And Oden sends it back. Wagner passes to Ibaka. Out to the right wing. Hickson wide open. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Adebayo. Here's Paxson. And the jam by Paxson.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
There's Wagner with the 3. Hands it from downtown. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. They're up by 11. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
They've got Wagner, and it's Hickson. And at the 3, the small forward. And for the Wolverines, Russell is out there with Howard. Then it's Cassell. Then it's Williams. And it's Dudley in at the 1. Gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. You've got McCullough. And it's Wagner in at the point. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Wagner's got 7 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And for the Wolverines, Hodges is out there with Bennett. Then it's Russell. Then there's Howard. And it's Jeffries in at the 1 spot. Back to Howard. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. Wagner heading to the hoop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
The new group getting ready here for the Wolverines. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And stolen by McCullough. And here's the break. For the finish, flushes it down to finish the break.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Over to the left wing. Back to Oden. Pass to Wagner. Buries the long-range jumper. Wagner's got 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And they get it back. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Oden. Ibaka for three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Fifth on the list, Bam Adebayo.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Wolverines. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Pass to Paxson. They could use a bucket. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's Jackson. Now Hickson. Pass to Jackson. Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jackson outside. Here's Rose. Adebayo passes to Rose. The kick out to Adebayo. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
And stolen by Booker. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good for McCullough. The Wolverines making a switch here. Howard's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Adebayo with the ball. 7 points in the game. Booker is screen on Jackson. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And they got the shot.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You look at the Wolverines, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the home team.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Hickson. We've got McCulloch. And it's Jackson in at the center position. Pass to Gafford. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc.
Well, it speaks to how active and energetic they were when operating behind the arc. Great three-point shooting team last year.
Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And for the Wolverines, Russell is out there with Booker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Williams. And it's Rose in at shooting guard. Now here's Adebayo. Booker with the screen for Adebayo. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Jackson against Booker. Pass to McCulloch over Williams. McCulloch with the basket. McCulloch's got 17.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
The Wolverines making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
Chance now to see the numbers for Adebayo. How he did last season. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, there's no doubt he has been inconsistent, which is unusual for him. But when he turns it back around, boy, you better watch out.
McCulloch with the basket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Adebayo kicks to Russell. Back to Adebayo. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 9 points.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to McCulloch. Latrey buries it from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And here's Adebayo outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. The shot's good from Gafford.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Rose. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And he can't get the first one. Monroe's checked in for Howard. And the second free throw, good. Here's Wagner. He's got 12. To the left wing, stolen by Monroe. Booker looking around. There's 1:54 left in the third. Adebayo passes to Rose. The teardrop falls in. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Back to Oden. Pass to Mack. Deep two from Wagner. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Wagner's got 14.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Rose against Oden. Outside, Adebayo. Back to Rose. Four on the shot clock. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. Wagner with the block. To the middle, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Bro, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Adebayo deciding where to go with it. A floater. Wagner with the block. And he recovers it. It's good. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Wagner, and it's Hickson in at the power forward position. Here is Jeffries. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Matt, and that one is stuffed right through.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Jefferson inside. Ibaka on him. Outside Rose. Pass to Jeffries. Back to Rose. For the three. Jeffries can't get it to go. Jeffries gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And he drives in. Mack, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The kick out to Williams. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Lets it go with the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Jeffries. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Good work there as it goes. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Wagner passes to Hickson. Back to Wagner. From deep. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Hickson kicks to Ibaka. From past the arc. Mack, good. Mack's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Jeffries inside. Defended by Ibaka. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Pass to Wagner. Now Hickson. He's covered by Bennett. Outside Rose. Here is Jeffries. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the layup is good.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Pass to Hickson. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Over in the corner, Rose. Here is Jeffries. Here's Bennett. Off target from outside. Knocked loose. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A quarter hour night dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now we present our player of the game.
player. Talk like a second. Players over here, let me tell you what's happening. Me and Spence, yeah, we finna bridge the gap in. About action, I don't do too much.
Great to have you with us. We are still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Hood in at the 5. Rollins. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big lead.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Vega, and down it goes. 2 points.
With great height for a shooting guard, he can get clean looks that others can't.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Poke loose. Pass to Oakley. Here's Hickson. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Hickson's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hickson's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Here's Vega. Pass to Rollins. And here's Tate. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sims. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Hood. Pass to Tate. Wing shot on the way. Good on the jump shot.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. A nice shot by Oakley. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Hood. Here's Rollins. And here's Tate. He's guarded by Gafford. Tate passes to Hood. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And the dunk by Jackson.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season.
Well, a big part of their offense a year ago was the three-point shot, and their accuracy was unbelievable.
.143 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Sims. Wagner with a steal, and he's all alone. He's all alone, and the dunk by Wagner.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Sims. He's guarded by Gafford. Inside. Here's Rollins. It's blocked. It's 2-on-1. The finish. Oh, man.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here. The fans going crazy right now. Here's Walker. Pass to Vega. Back to Walker. Wagner with a steal. And they're running. And the dunk by Wagner.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Vega to end the run. Rebounded by Oden. Here's Oakley. 5 points in the game. Pass to Wagner. From deep. Gets the three ball to go. Wagner's got 7.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up by 12. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
They've got Wagner, and it's Hickson in at the 3. We've got Walker, and it's Kane in at the 4. They've got Wagner, and it's Ibaka in at the 4-man position.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Long. Pass to Kane. Ibaka with a steal. He goes up, and the jam by Ibaka.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And the visitors call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Here's Forrest. Last game for him, he picked up 13. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Oakley.
Whoa!
Boom! He jams it straight down.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Pass to Rollins. Back to Tate. Here's Rollins. Fast break. Here we go.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Tate with it. Pass to Rollins. Outside Tate. To the middle. And stolen by Jackson. And here comes the break. Here's Oakley. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Back to Tate. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. And they're on the break. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And the visitors call time here.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy. And I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
Yeah, physically, they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Rollins. Outside Tate. To the paint. Tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Back to Tate. Here's Rollins. That's Ibaka defending.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Sims, the pass to Tatum. Here's Rollins. Inside. Stop the drought. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Gone 6 of 6 from downtown thus far. Back to Gafford. Pass to Oakley from behind the arc. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive but under control.
Outside Tate. That one falls. Tate's gotten his second bucket on the night. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You take a look at the home team, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the visiting team.
They're like tourists not paying attention. Head in the clouds, can't see the pickpockets coming.
If the game continues like this, no one's going to be paying attention. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Gafford, still without a bucket. And it's Sims in at the small forward position. Pass to Hickson. Here's the three. Knocks down the long J.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Vega. Outside Tate. And no good. Nice D from Gafford. Pass to Oakley. Launches it. Drains the triple. Oakley's got 17 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Vega. Back to Tate. Here's Vega. And a nice finish on the layup. Vega's gotten his second bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And there's the rejection. Hood passes to Vega. Over to the left wing. Pass to Sims. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Vega. Here's the break. Here's Hickson. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Pulls up, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Back to Tate. Pass to Sims. Outside Tate. Here's Sims. And here's Hood. No made baskets yet. Yep, that one's good.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Pass to Hickson. Fires the 3. He drops it from range.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Stolen by Jackson. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And the dunk by Gafford.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Gafford against Tate. Pass to Rollins. Tate against Gafford. Here's Vega. Oh, it's stolen. In transition, here they come. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question, that is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Gafford against Tate. Pass to Hood. Here's Vega. He's got 6. To halt the run. That shot is off. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Wagner, and it's Hickson in at the power forward position. Back to Tate. The ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break.
But to get back at all on the defensive end.
Outside Walker. Pass to Rollins. Back to Tate. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA, Legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
The visitors with the ball. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Pass to Kane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Now Ibaka. Out left to the wing. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Hickson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Walker. Here's Kane. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Oden.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Gets the three to fall.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
To the left side wing. Back to Wagner. Pass to Hickson. Screen by Ibaka. Hickson, that's good.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Walker passes to Vega. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Rollins. Wagner outside. Here's Oden. Here's Hickson. Wagner outside. Here's Mack. Fires in the triple.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
To the middle. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Oden. The three. Can't hit that one. Here's Vega. And so they get the victory here at home. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Ali LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game.
take off, sis. Tell me what they wanna take off list. Challenger, who in my caliber? I take a and I like Hannibal. Got your camera. I like with stamina. Local, my go-to, I go to whenever I go through. I like they know you ain't loyal. You come through this, so rap like some for you. Tired, they acting like we ain't the truth. But we spitting like this in the booth. Spook, pull up and hop at the coupe. Pull up and hop at the coupe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like, hey, I pull up designer, he want my, he call out the like, hey, goofies ain't getting no, I'm rocking out Gucci like, hey, quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the old me, the new me like, yeah, yeah,
when we hit the block, you know we really got to get paid. We put it work. Toss it up just like an orbit. Horn might just get all up in your face. And it's a clear view from here to see what's next. Turn up the pressure, cooking on them like a full court press. And rebound like world peace was Ron Artest. Cause it's the LAMONT then. Who brought the flame? I rock the mic right. This is for my people who working 9 to 5. More like 9 to 9, my grind gotta be a crime. Trying to find the time during these trying times.
Cause I've been on a mission, cleaning up my history.
Trying to find a better place to raise all of my children.
But like a daytime soap, episodes are so boring, promoting nothing but drama.
And I can't even hide it, cause I was on the ride.
I've been riddled with problems since I was a toddler.
Product of poverty, popping my collar. Been dropping these thoughts since I dropped out of college. So if you're feeling the rain, cause you work every day, take a second just to remember the person inside that I know. Psycho. So just feel the rage at the front of the stage. Put your hands up and show me that you're ready for the inner revival.
But it can't be
revival.
LAMONT then S.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Here are the 5 for the Wildcats. Pass to McCaw. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Bayless. Here's McCaw to the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The Wildcats shooting their first free throw of the night. That's good from Bayless. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Oden. He's guarded closely. Ibaka for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
McCaw, the pass to Moody. Inside, Ibaka, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Driving to the basket.
Solid. Just no messing around there. Got to the rack and punched.
Beautiful jam. Fairly well defended, GA, but I guess not well enough. Outside Oakley. Pass to Ibaka. Jacks up a three. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Wildcats passing it around. Back to Bayless. It's stolen by Matt. And now running it up the court. Matt pushing it up. Pass to Oden. And it's blocked. Now, here's Moody. Defended by Oak. To the right side. Here's McCall.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. No good off the front iron.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
One-on-one fast break. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Wildcats. And the Wildcats call time here.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
.114 left in the first quarter of the game. That's tipped. Here's Ellis, and the shot goes in. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Ibaka against Ellis. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 8. The Wildcats have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Ellis, the pass to Maxwell. Back to Ellis. And it's blocked. Maxwell against Ibaka. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
They've got O'Neal. Obviously, we're out there with McCullough. Then there's Wagner. And it's Hickson in at the 1. And for the Wildcats, Dunleavy is out there with Gill. Then there's Moody. And it's Brockman in at the small forward. Obviously, we're out there with O'Neal. Then there's Wagner. Then there's McCullough. And it's Hickson in at the point.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Gill against Hickson. 2 points. That one goes. Gill's got his first basket of the night. On 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Nice shot by Yabusele.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And the Wildcats call time here. Teams changing it up here. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
Here's Dunleavy, guarded by Oden.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Hickson. Now Gafford drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
So on the floor for the Wildcats, they've got Maxwell. Also Dunleavy out there. Ellis is out there with Butler. Pass to Gafford. And stolen by Butler. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Hickson. To the paint. Outside for Jackson. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Wagner's checked in for Yabusele. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Bayless. Here's Maxwell. McCaw kicks to Bayless. Maxwell, the pass to Moody. Oh, that's blocked. And here is Gafford. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about it.
Leave here, I'm gone, and I don't care what you think about me. But just remember, when it hits the fan, brother, whether it's next year, 10 years, 20 years from now, you'll never be able to say that these brothers lied.